Hello, good evening everybody. Let's just check everything's working, all looking good. How are you doing out there? It's day 2 of the Printmas Advent calendar malarkey that I'm doing. What time is it? 10 past 8, 2nd of December 2020. Welcome to Dark Shed Live. What am I doing tonight? I'm doing a print. First of all, a very quick... So I'm going to do shout outs every day to things that have caught my eye and look interesting. So today's is photographer Adele who's Coventry based. She's produced this lovely little video called the Home Plant House Movie, which is about people that have houseplants and their love for them, their admiration and why they do it. It was shot on, I want to say, high 8 film and incorporates a load of 35mm colour shots as well. It's a really lovely film, so go check that out. I will put that in the comments in the chat thing. Not the chat, is it? The description. It's the description. So tonight I am working on this negative. So what I'm doing is I'm picking out random negatives every day. I have a very short amount of time available, about an hour. Got into the darkroom about half an hour ago. You might be able to see a huge stack of negatives there, and I've just pulled out one to work on tonight. I haven't seen this image in ages. It's probably about 3 years old now. Kind of forgotten I had it. It's a derelict barn in a field which I stumbled upon. What was I doing? So there's a road that goes over a motorway quite near where I live, and I got really early one morning to go and photograph the motorway while it was empty. And where I parked the car, I noticed there was a footpath leading off, so I just went for a little wander down there and stumbled across this barn. It was a really misty, murky day, so it's really flat and horrible. You may be able to see, let's just bring up... Where is it? No, that's not it. I'm going to come in. There we go. Right, I've done my first 2 test strips. I don't know how well you can see them. And it's, like I say, it's pretty flat. So what I've done is I've currently just done another test strip where I put the contrast up to maximum, and I'm going to do a really like shorter exposure on it in the hope I can just get contrast into the image. So I'm about to do a full-size print. So let's do that now. Make sure everything's set up correctly. Right, so lights off. As always, don't forget to subscribe and like and all that stuff. If you've got any questions, chuck them in the comments. If you happen to be watching live now or afterwards, I will check the comments for anything. You can always follow me along. I'm at the Dark Shed on Twitter and Instagram as well. And just having a quick look at that. I haven't actually aligned the easel correctly. That looks out to me. Oh no, it's because the paper's not in fully. There we go, that's all. Right, so that test strip is just causing a bit of a funny line. I am printing on Ilford MGRC Pearl, a new one. And what I'm going to do is the prints that I make for this are all going to be going up in my online shop. They're just quick prints, so they're low priced, or if you subscribe to my zine subscription and patronage, you get a voucher for a print included. So that's another way of getting them as well, and that way you get a quarterly zine included. So for anybody who hasn't seen my setup before, I was using trays previously for these streams, but I've been doing a fair amount of other printing recently. So I use these Nova slot processors, excuse me, and the chemical just sits in it vertically. So first one, the developer, Goes in there, start the timer. I can't remember, I think I've got Ilford multigrade dev in there at 1+9, so that's a minute development in there for RC paper. So let's just I'll show you the negative again. There we go. So this image here, as you can see, the sky was just completely blown out. It was really, you need to remember, it was a really misty, muggy day, which is why I went to because I wanted to get like fog over the motorway. So I'm probably going to have to burn the sky in a bit, but we'll see once I've got the full print done. There we go. Trip off a bit. Then into the stop bath. Just trip that off. And into the fixer. So these slot processors use, I'll show you. You can see that. You have a clip that the paper goes into. It leaves two very tiny pin marks on the edge of the paper where it's holding it. But they're really useful for. So they've got water baths in them as well, so you can set the temperature, which is particularly useful for colour printing. And the chemicals last stages in them because you have stoppers on the top. You might be able to see I've got a stopper on this one here, which keeps the air away from it. Oh, it's looking good. Maybe just a touch more. Right. Stick that in the wash. Yeah, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. That is looking very nice. I might like a bit darker here in this area, and these trees here. Maybe just a touch more, quarter of a stop more, half a stop, but I'll dodge this area here because that looks fantastic. And then I can work on the sky. Maybe. Well, there's not going to be any detail in it. I'll try burning it in a bit. Right, so let's add a quarter of a stop to that, and I need to find something to dodge. There we go. Handy little bit of wire with a bit of card on it. Make sure my hands are dry. So that's basically an extra second, which I'm going to dodge that area for. And into the dev. Hey, hope everyone's having a lovely run up to Christmas. The manicness begins, supposedly. So while that's doing that, I'm just going to do a test strip actually in the sky to work out at what point it starts to darken. Stick that there, and then set that to test strip mode. I'm out of clips. That looks like it might have gone a bit too dark now. That's a fine line that is between the two. It's only a quarter of a stop difference, but I'll have a look at that in a minute. Gonna get some more clips in the bottom of the shed. I put the timer. I did. Good. Okay. I don't really need to worry about fixing this. I can see that it's starting to darken. The very last. Wedge of that. So that's 7 steps in total. That's an additional stop, isn't it? Easy. Nice and easy. So I'm going to burn a little bit kind of vignette in the top corners of this to the sky, just so it's not so flat. Need to find a card first before I start doing this. Right, so first exposure. Oh, was that too dark? I should have checked. Oh well. I'll just give that a little swipe as well. Right, so an extra stop in the sky. I'm just curving the card just to create that little corner vignette. And so what I do is I've got a water initial wash here, and it doesn't matter so much for RC, but what I do is I tend to dunk them in there, give them a quick wash, and then I change that water fairly frequently, and then I'll get over to the sink and give them a proper wash after I've done a few prints. So what I'll do is I'll put all the various stages prints up in the shop as well, so you can choose which one you prefer. I don't normally do this sort of stuff. I normally work towards a final print and then sell that, but these are kind of just quick and fun ones. There's a small vignetting going on in the corner there. That'll do. Oh, I just started to drift off then. I didn't stop too long. Okay, and then when halfway through the fix time, turn the lights on and have a proper look at what's going on. Oh no, that one looks great actually. A little bit of a white mark. Can't tell if that's part of the negative or actually part of the scene. That's good, you can see the vignette very slightly just to stop it completely bleeding off into the edge. So I'll go give those a proper rinse. Let's just have a look at. I think it's something on the post in the picture that's just catching the light. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do one final print actually where I burn the corners a bit more, and that'll do. Where did I put that card? There it is. Right. So, 1 second there. Quick blast on there. And then a stop. Burning in the sky. And let's give it another. Half a stop like that. There we go. I'll just go grab those prints in the wash. That should be done now. Hang them up here. test strips now. It's a lot darker in the corners. Touch too much there. My liking, but hey, some of you might like it, so if that's what you want, that's what you can get. If any of you are listeners to the Sunny 16 podcast, we did our first video stream last week as we were judging the Cheap Shots Challenge contest. That's over on the Sunny 16 podcast YouTube channel. I think if you search for that, you'll find it. It's an epic 2-hour video, which is, I don't know, sit down with your dinner and give it a watch. Right. That's all good. Get the lights on and you can see these prints properly. That's fixed. Quick rinse out the fixer into the wash. I'll just go put this in the proper wash. Oh, that's looking really nice. Hindsight, I really like that extra vignetting, so I'll just bring this up full screen so you can see them all. Which one is it? There we go. Right. So we can separate them. That was the first one, slightly lighter. This was the second one, which was that quarter of a stop more, but dodging the bottom. And then this one was the one with the small amount of vignetting in. Give that a good rinse. Shake it off. And there we go, there's the extra vignetting in the corners. And that one. There's a bit of spotting on that print. I assume it's from the negative. Looks like maybe that negative suffered from a bit of sulfatitis. I don't know if anybody's seen about that. I've had only some problems with their medium format film. So there we go. Just take this off. That is me done for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to... Where's the jobby? Where's the jobby? So if you want to get hold of this print, you will be able to find it on my website, which is johnwhitmorephotography.co.uk, or you could get it via one of my subscription packages. The link is in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you're all doing well, and I'll be back tomorrow. Am I opening a calendar tomorrow? No, so like every day I'm also opening one of these, which is the camera film photo advent calendar. The next film isn't until the 4th, so we've got 2 days to wait for that. Boom. But still exciting. See you all